Yes.
Okay.
Hello, speaker. Nice to meet you here.
I think we have to say no more.
Yeah. We are
Do
good according to the program.
moderator will announce.
Okay, please good minute all of the participant and speaker and organizer, our teacher. So we will open this. So we will open this the speaker talk section by 5 items. Item number 1, we are as usual we recite Amodasa 3 times all together, and then I will introduce a brief biography of the speaker, Mandela, and also I will give the floor for all of the audience to ask any question to the speaker, and also we will close our ceremony Buddha Sasana season 82, right? So for the firstly, so let's read all participants. Let's recite Namo Tassa 3 times to open our ceremony. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Okay, all of the participants and speakers. So firstly, let me introduce myself a little bit. So my name is Tekachara Lingara. So 2 years ago, I lived in the Indonesia, Pekanbaru, but now I changed. I will move to the Thailand to study to continue my PhD study. So tonight, for the request of our venerable Visuddha, tonight, let let me moderate. Let me be moderator. So hello, all of the participants. Good evening. So okay, for tonight, our speaker is newly layman. Newly layman, the Mandela. We call the Bo Man. Yeah, we call the Bo Man. So I'm firstly I want to say I'm really happy to be a moderator for tonight to serve the for our senior man Bowman. So let me introduce our speaker to audience a little bit, right? So Mandalar Bo Man was born on the Myanmar, February 28, 1985, right? So the kind division in Myanmar. So as usual, like us, he entered the manhood since his young age. And also he made remarkable success in his manhood. So at Angchanda Monastery in Mandalay, since he was a novice, he already got the degree of the Sasanalingara, Samnijo, and also he graduated the Dhammasriya degree. Since he studied the Dhammasriya degree, he already started to learn English. knowing the importance of English language. So with his English skill, he can find the international platform joining ICCS organization, International Conference Cohesive Society. So with this great experience, he can earn the scholarship from the USA and also Italy and other Europe. So he has such experience for the internet from the international platform. So tonight, I expect he will share his international experience and also the experience the monk who and also now currently he returned to the lay life, and also he will share his challenge of the lay life, even though it's a short time. That I think he have some of the experience to share in this plot. So anything he share, I hope it will get something for all of the participants, including me. So we also to learn English and also some motivation from him. So that's why tonight, so we invited the Bowman to share his experience with the title author Advancement with the Both Lives. So according to his title, he will share what experience of his manhood and also what the challenge of his lay person life. So please, Mandalar Bo Man, this is your floor to share all of your experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Paul the monk. I just a greetings from Perth, Western Australia. Nice meeting you all. I don't want to share my past some degree or education platform, but I want to say part of my life to connect these small doubt and small spot and who am I. This is very important to present who am I today and the previous life and now as a lay person. And just to enter the monastery life since the childhood, since 7 or 8, too young. And then even I didn't get the chance to attend the secular education. And I just grew up in the temple, in the monastery, in my village. And also I moved to study some Pali tradition in the Bizor Tayo monastery when I was 10 years old. And then I grew up there for 4 years. After that, I moved to Mandalay on Chanda Monastery. That monastery I lived for so long, I think almost 2 decades.
Wow.
That's been such a long time. I spent my life there since the novice life to the adult life. Yeah, I just study some nature and Dhammastaya, Nikaya, something like that in the traditional way. At the same time, you know, we have to choose after some nature which one we want to go for our future, Tipitaka or Beyonce or uh, university. Which educational way we would like to choose. And then I, my master, the Sayada, don't think I have that skill, that level to study about Beyonce. But he didn't say not to do that, but he said that I should finish the master first and then continue some part of the way of education. Um, but the time I just think about myself, what am I going to do in my life? Which is the most important for my future. When I was 23 years old, 20, 23, 24, and then I'm teaching in Chile, in my village. the student will great time. So they would like to study English, and they wanna interested in Pali or in Chilima, but they are much more interested in tuition or mathematics or English. But I thought that, oh, if I learn English, maybe I could give them what they want. That is the bigger reason to study about English. And then I met two Catholic sisters who are coming from Ireland. They are Irish sister, Coleman sister. They are coming teach English in the 62nd Street, the monastic school and English speaking class called PES, because English speaking class. No, I don't have that level. I just grew up. I have never been to school. I just study about the Pali. That's it. What I know. When I study English, I study first in Rangoon, Uagatang, ABC, and then I met, some young girl and boy. They're trying to do tourist guide. They all speak English like a native speaker. I'm studying ABC at the time when I was 23 years old. I thought, oh my god, it was so late to study English. I secretly learned English, but Seattle, China Seattle didn't allow me to learn English. And then even he prohibited not to study. And also he didn't encourage me to study, and also my devotees also was sad. I shouldn't study English. If I study English, I would disturb or something like that. And then I secretly studied there. Before I finished my master's degree, I just already studied 1 or 2 years. But without good English trainer, it's very hard. It's really hard. On and off, going to the class and practice with foreigner. Luckily, then we got internet connection in the monastery. And then I just downloaded some English teacher in YouTube and listened many times. And I watched movie like Titanic many times with English subtitle, Myanmar subtitle, without subtitle, and note down some dialogue, some plot, and trying to get by heart, mimically trying to speak English in that way. And then when I was 29 years old, after my master exam finished, I 28, I just went to the training, TESOL. It means English learning training, how to train, how to teach, how to make a curriculum for the English learner. That time I don't have that English level, but I know that how we have to train 4 skills for the young learner, young English learner. So when I finished my degree certificate, and then I studied, some political thought in Japan Center in Mandalay, and then I met a guy and doing interreligious dialogue, and it means talking with other religious institution, finding the common ground, and then I'm sorry. I tell my friends that I would like to go to the abroad, if any, short-term program. And then he said yes. And I went to the meditation center for 1 month. When I finished my meditation course after 1 month, he called me. And then, Andy, would you like to go to the abroad? And then they are calling participants. Yes, I would like to go, but I'm not ready yet. I don't have I got a passport, but I don't have, money. I don't have anyone to, help me in outside the country. I know no one in that country. But he said, which country is it? Australia. Where is Australia? But I'm Australia. No, it's Australia. Where is it? It's Europe. Even I'm not very good at it, geography. Where is Australia? And Vienna. Where's Vienna? Vienna is the second, the most beautiful city in the world. Okay, I would like to go there, and then I have to apply the visa. But I have to get the visa to apply an Australia visa. So I have to go to the Thailand. So first applying Thai visa, and then I went to the Rangoon as much as possible quickly, and then I got a Thai visa, and then I went to the Thailand, and then I applied the Austria Schengen visa, and then I got it. They give me flight tickets, everything that they provide me, everything, and then I went there. Before I went there, I met a monk who practiced meditation for so long. When I met him, he said, I would like to study some, university, or I would like to go out from the country to explore other things what I want to do. This is my future plan. But he said, oh, if you want to do for your future plan, but I don't know what to do, but practice, practice the Metta Sutta. How many times I have to do it? Just it's an uncountable way. Just do it as much as you can. But I just practice all the time, even morning, afternoon, when I finished my meditation course. I thought because of that, I got it, the invitation. And this is the energy of the Dhamma or energy of Metta. Everyone's let me when I go to the abroad, even I don't have many, even I don't have any friends outside the country, even I don't have English speaking skills, even I don't know that level. In the conference, many people come doctorate level, postdoctorate level, mostly religious scholar. They call religious scholar program. I'm not a religious scholar, just I am beginner level. I am the youngest one in that group, coming from different continents, different country. Religious leader around 20. And then I went to Vienna, Austria, and then I went to the Malaysia, and then again I went to the Austria. It's a 1-year program. I study interreligious dialogue, and then I went to the Italy, and the Vatican give me short-term scholarship for 6 weeks. It's like students as a guest. After that, I went to the Morocco, and then Sudan, Azerbaijan, and Germany. I just attended so many conference in many country, and then I went to the Australia. After that, I applied to get a university entrance in Sri Lanka, Kelaniya University, and I translate Dhammasriya equal to BA. And then they accept me to attend the master program. And then I finished my master program in Buddhist study. And then I applied the religious pluralism program in the United States in 2018. And then I just finished my master program. And then when I come back from the United States, and then I just applied international relationships, IR program in the University of Mandalay, postgraduate diploma program, and then political science. After that, COVID occurred, and then the coup occurred happened in Myanmar. And then during coup, up to 2 years later, I got scholarship, and also I got invitations to attend FORB, Freedom of Religion or Beliefs in UK. The UK government invite me to attend the conference. I just struggle, to attend the conference. At the time, I don't have, my passport almost expired. I need a new passport. I need to get a UK visa. I need to get the Italy visa. Also, some of my friends was arrested. They are in the prison. I was the active participation of the politics and supporting the group or the some of the political leaders. And then many of my friends they are we well studied together in the international relations in the University of Mandalay, and many NGO, so civil society leaders, they know me well. And also I'm participating in different sector, different organization, different groups. So I thought I was arrested if I live in Myanmar. I should apply in some scholarship program in Italy again. And then I got a scholarship from Raspberry Foundation. And then I study in Italy 1 year program. And then when I finished my study in Italy, and then I came to Australia. And then I live in Australia 2 years, but I don't have a visa. That's why I need to seek a political asylum. I lost my passport. It means I could not go back to Myanmar because I'm on the list, like a blacklist. If I will go back to Myanmar, they might arrest me because, I talk a lot of political interview with some international media. The ambassador of Italy remind me of his friends, my friends, not to go back after my study in Italy, go somewhere because they got the name list and then they will arrest me. That's why I just applied in Australia visit visa. Luckily, I got it because I have a 3 years visa in Italy, and then they accept me. And then before two months there, after 2 months there, I had been in Australia, and then I seek a political asylum. The process took time 9 months, and then I got asylum and permanent residence. And I study the other subject called age care, dementia high care. It's in kind of neuroscience. They are how to support older people. I finished the 8 month course, the 1 month practical. It calls certificate 3 to survive in Australia. So after I got a permanent residence, I need to work to survive here in Australia. So Australia government invite me to find some job. As a monk, I shouldn't do anything. But as a citizen, as an Australian refugee, as an Australian asylum seeker, I need to do something. So it's a social dilemma. What I want to do to survive in Australia or to live as a monk. If I live as a monk, don't take any support from the government. If I took some support from the government, I shouldn't be a monk. The government don't care who I am, but I have to run in the mechanism of Australian policy and procedure. That's why I need to decide it. There's many, behind the stories. I don't want to mention about, that situation what I faced before I disrobe. So this is the another problem. So here what I faced. And then I changed 2 months ago. It's okay. Here in Australia, I got a used car. I got a driver license. I got a certificate reads. I could get a job, and then I could rent a house. Even if I want to marry it, I could marry it, a woman. I'm ready everything because I am trying my best. So now I change my life as a man 2 months. I live in a house, and then I'm working. Um, Last night also night shift. I work 10 to 7 morning, and tomorrow morning I have to go morning shift 7 to 3 p.m. and the day after tomorrow I have to go 3 to 7. So it's a morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift. So 1 hour I got $14. So when I work one day, I got almost $300. So it means 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs 100,000 jets, say a day in Myanmar. It couldn't be possible one day or one night in Myanmar. But here in Australia, it's a good mechanism, good standards. I could survive here. Everything's too much expensive, but it's okay, no problem. If I can walk well, I could live, I could survive as a lay life. For me, as a lay life or as a monk, like no problem at all. But I have to choose my life with the freedom. I don't depend on the Dagadagama devotees. I don't depend on the others. I want to stand by my own feet. That is right now at the moment in front of you sharing my experience, my life short story, and as a religious life and as a lay life. And good thing happened as a monk life, and also good thing doing good, great job as a lay life too. So I satisfy my life. Thank you so much for your listening. If you want to ask me some question, you can ask me any question, whatever it is, good or bad. Non c'è problema. In Italiano, no problem.
Okay, thank you, Roman speaker, for your sharing a lot of experience. Yeah, and all of the audience, you can, all of the audience and participant, you can ask any question because the Roman is a very open-minded person, right? So open-minded person, any question, he don't mind if you ask any question. So please be free. No need to hesitate to ask a question. So if you want to ask, you can raise your hand or you can raise directly.
Bande Bandesa.
Bandesa, yeah.
Hello everyone. Hello, Mr. Bo Man. Thank you for your presentation and also sharing your knowledge. We got to learn many strange experience, right? Because as you know, our monastery life is always stay in monastery, and also we are so far to connect in outside experience, right? Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Bandija from Uganda Buddhist Center. Right? My question is maybe personally, right? Okay. Um, in our France, we have some gasha. That gasha is, every English man is with only two conditions when they okay, Willis, come visitor or please. Okay, okay, sit here. Okay, sorry. Uh, every X-man have only two conditions. I think that experience is not only for me because okay, that two condition is you know, suppose one of my novice monk friend when he disrobe and all when he go into layman life, if he is this convenience, he came back to monastic life, but not where not being a monk, right? He came back and he stayed in the monastery, being a layman life, right? But he is, if he has a good condition, I mean, if he has a good business, a good friends, and also good work position, that time when we are trying to connect, hey, my friend, how are you? Mostly don't reply, right? Uh, to some my question. So uh, when they are poor, they try to go back to monastic life. When they are rich, they try to disconnect with monastic life and also monastic friends. So what is your comment? Kindly answer for your personality, everything.
Uh, Let me clarify your questions. You know, rich or poor, in the monastery or not in the monastery, ex-monk or lay person or whoever it is. I think it depends. Not everyone is the same. We cannot do oversimplification, generalization. But I just did this job. But since that day, I don't live in the temple. But it's very hard to find accommodation in Australia. But I'm always going to the temple almost every day. My master there, the angel of Sierra Uisuda. Um, and today also I went there do some massage and cleaning in the temple, and also um, cooking for him, and then giving some foods, and then go for the shopping, go to the clinic. I went there every day, almost every day, if I don't have a job. If I have doing bad things, I don't want to face the people who are connected with the temple. And then they might not have a confidence, to see the people who are connected with the temple, even monk or layman. I just met after this job, I met with my devotees, Yahandaga, in Thailand. It's okay. Before I disturb, I tell them, this is my condition. I have to change. And then as soon as I disturb, I renounced on my Facebook. I just disturb, and then and tell everyone. If they agree or disagree, it is your matter. It's not my business. It's not my cup of tea. And I usually go every temple, meet every man who I know, and talking with them, stay as a friend. And at the same time, some lay people also, I'm talking with them if they want to talk to me as usual. But some people, of course, they don't agree with me. They don't want to talk to me when I change as a lay life. It's totally different. They don't want to communicate with me. No problem at all. This is their choice. I choose my life, my choice, my life. This is not their life. Even, my parents allow me to change my life. And then they might not agree to disturb. But it's okay. I'm not dependent on them. I depend on myself. I'm giving money for them. It's okay. I love them. This is the one condition. At the same time, I have to, you know, follow my own way, my own freedom, my own peace. Most people, most monk, most monastery life, they are living as a man's noblest life, not for them, for their
Or
parents
their
and their master. They lose their feeling and emotion and thought. They are track, in their tradition.
Yeah.
They don't dare to choose the way of life what they want to be. Why? Because of the economic condition of Myanmar. If they disturb today, tomorrow where they will sleep, what they will eat, what they will do, they were not ready yet because they didn't prepare for their life. Prepare not many. I mean, some skill to survive as a lay life. For the monk, they have almost 24-hour free time. But mostly they don't study. Mostly they don't communicate with the people. Maybe they are interested in football. They are interested in other movie, or they are interested in other things. But this is not their professional life to survive as a lay life. If they want to decide themselves, they have to know who they are. That's why in meditation, when we meditate ourselves, we have to know our feeling and emotion and thought. And then we have to accept it. And then dare to change what we want to be. Don't care other people too much. Care yourself. If you care yourself, and then you will find yourself. When you find yourself, you will be happy, and then you can give happiness. You can share your happiness to others. That is the most important, whoever they are. That is what I understand. And the monastery or outside the monastery or X-Men or a normal one or rich or poor or whoever it is, it doesn't matter. That is what I understand, Benny.
Thank you. Very reliable and also um, exactly the answer I want. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you so much for your question.
Uh, by the way, your look is full of loving kindness.
Thank you so much. My job, I'm caring older people who are almost dying.
That is why.
Yeah, Gila no Patakat, the job
Yeah.
is so great if we have compassion, if we have a kindness. But if I only find and send money, the job might be very hard. This is too much disgusting, too much stressed, too much, tired. But
Yeah.
if I thought, if they were my grandparents, if they were my parents, why I can't help them? I can't support them. That's when I need to practice love and kindness. I always listening to the Dharma talk or Sierra Uzodika Mahamyai. I'm trying to know myself, practice love and kindness, compassion for others. And then I see myself and then live peaceful life. This is the stay in my mind as a monk or as a lay life. That wearing robe and clothes is different, but the practice is the same.
Oh, very good. Very good brightness. That brightness will make your life better. I believe that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else? Sila Sarah? Yeah, Honorable Sila Sarah, please.
Yes, at Raimin Lava, yes. So
Yes.
interested in the story. Yeah, I'm a Sila Sarah currently. I'm studying faculty of education MCU Thailand. Yes, and my question is, as a Buddhist man, you got a lot of scholarships. So interested. So how did you provide? How did you manage to get a scholarship like that? Can you share about scholarship?
Yeah, traditional education might not find that scholarship level. I'm interested in interreligious dialogue. It's a kind of social science. And this also want to learn or want to know more other religion, other culture, other tradition, not just only traditional religion or culture, but also who am I? What is my religion? And I want to express my religion and also myself. I want to present who am I? What does it mean peace for the world? How to present, the peace for the people. Even we have a different common ground, different religion or cultural perspective. And then I participated in many conferences. Even I don't have any knowledge, but my understanding as a Buddhist monk, they accept it. I have different perspective and then seeing different community, looking for the peace even in the differences. I never trying to exclude, push out other people or cultural tradition, want to exclude the pluralized and accepted multiculturalism. It means to trying to understand Sakaya deity. We Buddhist monk always encourage to the people at the meditation center. There's no male or female or I or mine or you. There's nothing. But some monk, they are too much Sakaya deity. This is the my culture, my religion, my people, I, me, myself. It's hard to understand what is the core value and what is the essence. They are just holding to the identity, but ignoring Buddha's meaning, Buddha's thought, Buddha's thought, and the Dharma. So when I present them, they like my idea. Applying to scholarships, kind of like that. Why we want to study that? Whatever scholarship we apply, they will ask question before what you do, what you did before, why, with whom, and how, and then what would you like to study, and then why would you like to study. After you study, after 2 years later, where will you go? What will you do in the future plan? The past, the present, and the future. Always ask question. If you know yourself, you can get the scholarship. That's very easy. If you don't know yourself, just follow the other people. They apply the scholarship, but they are not interested in. If they were lucky to get the scholarship, they will be in hell because they don't want to go to the classroom, they don't want to read the book, they don't want to talk to other people, they don't want to study. They might fail the exam, and then it's totally chaos in their life. That is very important. We have to know ourselves. Even we have a different education background, right? But we might have, different angle, different perspective to see the world. That's why we study, these subjects.
Yes, thank you, Rai. Yeah, because nowadays when they give the scholarship, we need a lot of documents, especially the high school certificate. So as a Buddhistman, well, most of the Buddhistmen we didn't pass their high school, so it's a little difficult. I don't know a little. It's so difficult for the Buddhistman, and so I ask you.
Yeah, you can find some diploma course. You can find some bachelor degree equal to the master, and then translate it and apply it. And not just only bachelor, but also master program. It could be possible even in Myanmar. But in Myanmar University, they don't have online. They might not find your student code. They might not find your credits. They might not find who you are.
GPA.
Yeah, so it's hard to apply the scholarship because they might not know you, they might not trust you, therefore they might not choose you.
Yes, thank you, Rai.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Panurasiha Balalingara. So you can ask.
Yes, my senior brother. Nice to meet you. I haven't seen you long time, so this very pleased me. So I'm very surprised. So nowadays, maybe in the maybe in the small village, our maybe maybe countryside, most of the young generation they don't believe in maybe they don't believe in Buddhism because of the current situation or the politics. Some people I meet in my village, some maybe my nephew or my younger brother, they ask me something about the Buddhism. Buddhism is I think they don't believe no Buddhism. They don't believe in man who are associated with the some situation, maybe government or something. So at the time, I cannot say nothing because of this very dangerous situation to speak something with the new generation. So I believe you have such an experience. You almost learn your whole life. Also, you are my senior brothers. So please recommend me how should I say to the young generation.
Thank you, people. Mandalar Bo Man. You answer this. Please be careful, no? You
It's okay.
understand?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. No
Yeah,
problem.
this is
Yeah.
no, this is general question. No details. Yeah, something.
No, I mean, Buddhism give freedom of belief or freedom of worship. Even with the Buddha's disciple, who would like to come back to other religion since the Buddha time, he come back to another religion. You know that? And then some people they refused. Even his brother or Devarata or in the Nepali, and they also refused not to believe in Buddhism. Buddha never blame on them. Buddha never, accused them. It doesn't matter. It's the way. Even some people they are holding, the identity of their Buddhism, but they practice too badly in their life. But Buddhism is not just a quantity. Buddhism is not identity. It's a reducing identity, knowing who you are, but not just only believing our identity, putting in their registration, in their tradition and culture. But nothing that is the most important than identity. If they don't want to practice the follow Buddhism, it's okay. No problem. Some people they are holding the Buddhism, doing bad things, bad guidance, no morality at all. So what is the difference? Nothing. So rural area or whoever they are, wherever they live, whatever situation they hold on, even if they renounce Buddhism, Buddhism is the same thing. It's intellectual level, not identity level. But to get the awareness, to get the essence of Buddhism, we might not get whatever we want. This is called non-self, another. If we have Adab, we want everyone's the Buddhism. If everyone's a Buddhism, the world will see it? No. Since the Buddha time, they are Buddhism, they're fighting. Even Kosala, they are fighting. The Rohini, they are fighting because of the water. They're Buddhist, if they want to say. But according to the Buddhism, they have to reduce their greedy, anger, and delusion to promote wisdom, to understand impermanent suffering non-self. But this is the essence. But if we ignore the essence, we are arguing the other identity. This is the going opposite way. This is not the way of Buddhism. I don't care if they, follow or not. This is their life or their choice.
Okay, thank you, brother, senior brother. Okay.
No problem. Yeah, thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you. Your question and answer. Okay, is there anyone asked what the question?
Takale Bo Man. I want to ask one question.
Wow.
Okay, you got many degree from Mark Life. You got Lingara and Dhamacharya. So you are scholar Mark when you was Mark. So now you digital. So monastery education support you in daily life now or no? So how how the Buddhist teaching help you? in daily life?
I still reading some Pitagata when I were in the temple. And also I don't, my intellectual level is still low. I cannot understand every detail of the Pali Sutra. But I'm trying to understand what does it mean loving kindness, Mida? What is not loving kindness? For whom? What is the anger? What is the stress? What is the delusion? What does it mean, the essence of the words the Buddha taught us? It's not identity, that I learn as a monk life and practice their daily life, but it means I'm satisfied learning in my life as a monk, but now practicing as a lay life. It's still useful, and also people accept me, and then they also want to know about the daily life as a good person, to build a good characteristic, good morality. Even I might not remember everything, but I still practice some gatha, what I like Nika Sadi Sansaran. Or sometimes, when people gossips about other, I remember Nabrit and Wiloma and Nabrit and Kadakada. I don't know how Akatani Akadanisa. And some loving kindness sutta also very important. We don't need to know all Tibetan, but we have to know the words, the Gatha or the Pali. What we learn, we need to practice it. If we practice, it's really tasty. That's why Dhammapiti Sukha stated. It's a really tasty when we feel stressed or hopeless, and when we remember Buddha Nusti, or just practice the one gatha or one words, and then remind myself, seeing clearly what I want to be. It's a part of a meditation, and then this is proud of myself as a Buddhist life, even distant of as a monk. No problem. And then I stay tasting the Dharma.
Okay, thank you, Bo Man. And when you distro, your attitude on Sangha community will change or not? I mean, okay, when you was a monk, your attitude on Sangha community is some way, and now you distro, and your attitude on Sangha community is will be another way. So I want to, I'm interested in your attitude on Sangha community, both life, digital life and monk life.
So lay life and monk life. I know
Yeah.
we have to understand the institutionalization. Of course, mine the whole life since childhood. I grew up in the temple, almost 3 decades living in the temple. My mind, my character, the way of seeing, my view, I always see as a monk. Even when I went to the Chiang Mai last month, when I take the taxi motorcycle, the taxi driver is a woman. I don't want to touch her. Stay in my mind. Women touching is the kind of big problems in my mind. I just step back and holding the behind it. But I thought it's okay. The women don't care, as a taxi driver. But my mind is stay as a monk. But it doesn't mean I don't want to eat dinner. I eat dinner. But sometimes I want to try the beer, practice it as a social life. And then trying to know what does it mean, the beer, the alcohol, the drowsiness, the level, the limitation. Why the Buddhas are prohibited for Panchasila, for the monk, the culture, the community, the way of life. What is good or bad? I think the morality is the same. The person is the same. The attitudes and the identification might not be the same, but learn in different way, trying to see the truth. We have to live as lay life or man like with the true life. It's the most important. Live with the Dharma.
No, you may misunderstanding what I mean. I mean some monks when they disturb, they blame Sangha community because their attitude on the Sangha community change when they disturb.
I know.
When they live in a monk life, their attitude is good on Sangha community. But when they disturb, they blame on the Sangha community. So I want to ask you, what is the difference? Your attitude change or not? How do you want to say that?
No, it means, the English words oversimplification or generalization. If one man is good, I thought every man is good. When one man is bad, if I thought every man is bad, which is correct? No. Even me myself, today I'm good person, maybe tomorrow I will be bad person. But the day after tomorrow, I will be good person. And then in the morning, I will be good person. Monk also the same thing, trying to face a different condition. They might not have a different, the same purpose. Even we are residing in samsara uta dukkha mosnataya to liberate from samsara. But they mostly, some monk, they don't care what does mean samsara, what does it mean the liberation. They don't want to get the liberation, they want to get a coffee. Even Buddha rejects the money, but money is important in these days. So the institution, the people, the kaida, the age might not be the same. But as a monk or as a layman, this is choice. But don't blame others, don't blame yourself, but satisfy who you are, know your situation. No one will not know you, your situation. This is your choice. That's why I told you, if you want to disturb, do it. If you don't want to disturb, do it. It depends on you, not because of other or tradition or community. You are living for your life with your courage, with your morality, with your purpose. If you don't have a goal or purpose, if you think it's a meaningless life, don't live it. Don't waste your time. You could find something meaningful life in your life. You could do it. Honesty life is open, not closed type. Not like other religions. If you disturb, if you resign other institution, you cannot come back. But Buddhism is not like that. If you disturb today, if you want to become monk tomorrow, it could be possible. It's an open type. Buddhism is open type. It's the freedom. Don't think about other people will gossip you, but you don't gossip your life, yourself. This is the most important. Buddhism always give you freedom. Yeah. Is it my question? Is it your question that I'm answering you?
Yes, I satisfied your answer. Thank you, Mandalar Bo Man.
Thank you, Bendy.
Okay, thank you. Please, next one questioner. Venerable Brownway, yeah, you can ask now.
Yes, thank you. Thank you the opportunity. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Hello, speaker, Mandalar Bo Man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
My name is Razinya. I live in Sidiku Kedumadi Buddhist Academy, Dong. I study MA past year. This is my past time. I saw you. I know you. I like you. I like you. you're satisfied with your life. I think every single one in the world cannot live without depending anyone or anything. I think. But you
Dependent.
said, yes, but you said you don't depend on anyone or anything. You said, right?
Okay, continue. Yeah.
Oh yes, and I think I cannot live in my life without dependent on devotees and my parents and my friends, my teacher and my Buddhist academy. I think I cannot live in my life without depending on anyone or on anything. I think so. I'm worried about your speaking. About your speaking here. So, what do you think about that? Your uh, your speaking encourage all the men to leave the order. What about? I'm worried about that. What about you think?
No, just I mean the interdependent mean too much dependent. I don't have too
Yes.
much dependent. I have the devotees, their parents, their master, their friends, demons. On the way, it's okay. We are together next. But if we think like dependent on other people, some monk they are not happy, but they live in as a monk like because of others, and then they are
Yes.
drinking, and then they do bad things and having girlfriend.
Yes.
Some monk they have parasika, and also they are
Yes.
talking aggressive way. But for that, it's not good in this life, and also for his community, and for the next life
Yes.
too. But
Yes.
as a morality, encourage them live as a monk with the courage, and then with the responsibility, mutual respect, mutual understanding. We have to have
Yes.
as a monastic life or Buddhist institutionalization.
Yes.
But I don't mean
Yes.
to disrobe as a monk life. It means to live with the courage, wherever you live, wherever you live. Don't be afraid of what you want to do. See yourself. Some monks, they don't meditate as a monk. Even lay people, as myself as a monk, I just meditate and then pray, worship, and reading. Even as a lay life, I'm doing the same thing. That's why I satisfy my life, whatever I do. But some, they are holding too much. I am monk. I am superior. I have 10 worship. I have a higher education, position, monastery leader. But here's the characteristics. Here's the mentality, but not escape from the identity, being who he is. Too much greedy, too much aggressive. Even cannot looking for the wisdom of Buddhism. Just holding too much identity. That me, not looking for the liberation, freedom as a monk. Freedom and depending too much is opposites. Live as a monk with the freedom, not because of other, but because of you yourself. That is what I mean.
Thank you. Thank you. I agree with you. And here, I worry about your speaking, and your speaking encourage the men and to
Okay?
live the order. But your speaking is good. I agree with you. I agree. Thank you. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you so much for your question. It's a great question.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
question. Thank you for your question.
Because you listen carefully. That's why I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you for your question and answer. Very good. So anyone else want to ask a question?
No one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah. Please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minglawa, Garo. Yeah. I am Kana Pinya. I'm familiar with Jude because I saw the marking Facebook account. Yeah, that yeah. Before I would like to say my English begins a little poor. Yeah, but I would like to know compared to Thailand and Myanmar. Yeah, Myanmar man this road change sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my background is a little noisy. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to know. Some of my classmates. This road. Yeah, but the Thai people or Thai teacher. They don't blame. Them. They accept. But in our Myanmar society, for example, I this road or in my villager blame me. Why do you this road? Why do you change? Like this. But in Thai society, they don't blame. When some of my classmates changed the Thai road. After that, they came to study. Yeah, meet teachers again. Yeah, but the teacher don't blame them. Yeah, never ask why do this do like this. So my question is how do you think Myanmar society and other religion practice? Yeah.
I think we have to understand their tradition, their community, and the level of community. How they interpret the culture. The culture is not doing right now, not one thing. It's too much and it's a long time believing in that way. And then they give us too much appreciation as a monk, put in too much art. But if we change, they put it too much downplays. And it means they underestimate digital monk. They don't want to communicate with the digital monks. They're not in their community and the way of life. And then they thought the Buddhist just expands that doesn't know about the war, something like that. But Thai also, the people, some they don't understand their situation. Some they understand that. But the economic level is a totally different Thai than Myanmar. Myanmar, when the man changed, it's hard to survive. He could not work in the paddy pay as a layman. He doesn't want to as a farmer. In Thailand, if he disturb, if he do as a Thai citizen, he can work at the factory or a taxi driver. He could save his life with the dignity. But everyone has their own dignity. But in Myanmar society, forget about that dignity. Gongdeka. But they want to see always the same way what they want to be. They forget everything is impermanent. Anesa. They are talking as a words without understanding it. If they think changing impermanence, process, continuity, they might not blame on others. They have to observe themselves. But I don't think every society is the same or higher level or whatever it is. But democratic culture, mutual respect, mutual understanding, and human dignity is the most important. Buddhism gives us, some Myanmar community also good understanding in that level. So I don't want to oversimplify all Burmese are lower, narrow mindset or something like that. No, Myanmar culture, Myanmar society also many good things, and some people are not ready yet to understand. Some are ready to understand. Some they already put it in their higher position. Some they already take the value of a district monk, ace monks, whoever it is. They embarrassed us, whoever we are, we can communicate with them. So not the same community, not the same culture, not the same belief, or not the same situation. It might be seeing it in different view. So maybe majority minority could be, but I'm not sure. But Myanmar also, good higher level or understanding in that level. But some, louder voice you could hear, some lower voice you could not hear it. Some good voice you cannot hear it, but they accept you as who you are. That's the most important.
Yeah, thank you for your answer, Tagali. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So,
May I ask some question?
okay.
Yeah, as you mentioned, you got a lot of some scholar and has been many countries such as like Italy, Austria, and UK. So you have got a lot of like stress of challenges. So my question is, how do you overcome when you get a lot of stress or challenges as a study?
As a
As a study.
study.
Oh.
But I define myself. I'm not a smart person. I don't want to get 100% mark. I don't. Just I want to study. My desire is that level. Even I don't care the credit too high or good degree, or even if I don't get the degree, it's okay. But I want to study. Study is the most important. I might not understand everything because it's too large a subject. It's a Christian also very large, Jewish also very large, Hinduism also very large. Even as a Buddhist monk, as a Buddhism, I don't understand 100%. When I reflect on myself, how many percentage do I know? As I pass the master or some major master, whatever it is, how many percentage do I know? Do I understand every Pali words? Do I really change my attitudes? And also, I still misunderstand. I need to understand more. So some parts, it's like a minus level, my understanding level. Sometimes I thought 1%, 2% I know, but I need to learn more about more than 95%. This is the awareness. You have to ask yourself which level who you are. If you study Dhammastaya, how many percentage do you study? Do you read all? Do you understand all? No, not possible. Even our master don't completely understand every words. That's why nobody perfect. No one knows everything about anything. That's why we need to learn. So I don't hope to get the complete mark. I got challenges, but it's okay. I don't care. I care what I want to learn. That's it. Thank you, Bandy.
Thank you. So, Venerable Pandit, you have another question, right?
Okay. Thank you for giving me that chance. So thank you for your every presentation. I appreciate that. Okay, now you have two career, right? Monastery novice monk, and also now layman. More than that, foreign country, right? So my question is, in our monastery education, some people traumatize us. You are whatever you are, Dhamacharya, Satya, Siddhi, Yagana, Abhivansa, but in layman life, your education level is gone, already gone. that cannot help you. Some people traumatize us just like that, right? Now, your your monastic education system is higher, and also now you are layman like how. My question is how your monastic education knowledge can help you in this present life.
My career and my study life is totally different. I study religion and culture and history, politics, peace and conflict transformation, multiculturalism, religious pluralism, social science, the environmental, something like that. But I'm doing, some care job. It's kind of a neuroscience, the brain, and who lost their brain. And then I have to take care of them, how they eat, which level they eat, which level they drink, how many hours they sleep, how they behave, angry or don't angry, sleepy or awake, and do they go to the toilet that cannot go or can walk or cannot walk, and are they constipation or diarrhea, which level of diarrhea they have or something like that. So it's totally different, like a medical subject. But my interest, the job, what I'm doing, I might not be completely knowing that, but it's okay. I'm learning. I'm doing a good job. I'm still studying on that way, you know. So even religious subjects might not work for the business matter, for the livelihood, but for the characteristic how we have to communicate. That communication is the most important. Even AI cannot help us. Buddha taught us how to communicate people, how to understand the world, how to make a business, how to deal with the problem. This is complete transformation. This is communication. This is your professional life. And the question and answer. We might not know everything, but it's okay as a Buddhist attitude, the way of Buddhist life. I don't harm other people. It means do no harm. I follow the policy and procedure and laws and rules and regulation. As much as I am a good person, no one will attack me, no one will abuse me. Everyone will pay respect to me because I have good characteristic, good morality. I am a good person. That is the most important. The other subject is okay. We can learn, we can do it. No problem at all.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask one question?
Okay.
Nghĩa là thì
Please.
yeah, could you hear me clearly? Because in Yangon have the heavy rain. Can you hear me clearly?
Welcome. Ask a question.
Oh, yeah. I hear about your experience, brother. You have the amazing experience when you go to many countries. And also, I want to ask you one question. What is the basis? What is the basis advantage and the basis disadvantage when you staying and living another country just at a new country? And maybe could you share me some success or some emotions when you are staying in a new country, not the mother country?
Someone.
Okay, it's clear. Are you want? It's okay.
I'm living in
Now
Australia.
I,
It's
I
okay.
want to ask you. Yeah. I want to ask you. What's the basis advantage and the basis disadvantage when you
Basics,
living in the another country?
another country.
Basis,
Yes.
advantage, and disadvantage.
Good or
Yeah.
bad?
When you stay in another, and I want to
Advantage
hear your share.
abroad.
I live in
Yeah.
Australia and abroad. Yeah.
Advantage. What is the disadvantage?
Advantage and disadvantage living inside the country abroad and in Myanmar. That's it. Oh, it's a freedom and democracy. Even at midnight, no one arrests me, and then I can go and I can walk. Even a girl can go out. No one will rape her. And this is very important living in the democratic country. And also, it's easy to find a job to survive as a good human being. And also, I have a good house. Even I don't buy it, I can rent it. I can eat as much as I want. Good food, and then good job, and good business, good rate. So good future, and a good present. And the medication, very expensive in other country. Here, this country is free. So everything's good. If I want to study for the education, also possible. So in
what
Myanmar,
disadvantage?
this is the advantage. Disadvantage is, I feel it's too much mechanism. If I lost my driving license, I could lost my job. If I lost my job, if I have a good, characteristic, if I don't pay the police, if I drive too much fast, if I hit others, I have to go to the jail. And then maybe if I lost my driver license, if I lost my point, I could lose my life. No one will help me. And then it's hard to go to the job. And then too much policy and procedure, we have to follow it. And they watch camera 24-hour, and then we have to follow in the working area. We have to follow the policy and procedure. These policy, procedure, and laws are too restricted. But if we forget it, it's too much stressed. We have to finish just in time. We have to do smart. We have to do time bound. We have to achieve during this time. Even they pay good money. At the same time, we have to work hard. But in working in Myanmar, they might not give you good money, but also you might not get stressed. But here in Australia, each and every year, I think almost every day, one person suicide because of the stress. In Asia, they don't need to cover, some neck in the bridge because mostly people don't jump. In Australia or Europe or America, they just cover with the neck, not to jump out with the stress. It means in the capitalist country, the economy is stable, the politics is stable, good, hire Trump, but people work hard 24 hours with the stress. This is a disadvantage.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
don't
thank you
need
so
to say
much.
it in Myanmar. It's the opposite way.
Yeah, thank you.
Rather not to talk about that.
Yanika, are you satisfied?
Yes, sometimes. Yes, sometimes. Okay.
Okay, Vande, Tamika.
Okay, Bravo Damika, please.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Bo Man.
Yes.
How are you today?
So far, so good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, today, so what I want to talk about. I respect you and I admire and I hot you who are Utelai and Unyense and most popular some laymen who are change their their
Their life.
yes their uniform like that. So, you know, some monk change their robe, right? Change their uniform. At the time, they are not related to the Bodhisattva and Buddhist society, you know. Yes, but now you are discussing together. Now, there are most of monks are here, right? So what I want to say is, what is your purpose and in your future? I mean, what will your hope, your purpose? What will you do in your future for the Buddha Sasana and supporting monk and supporting Buddha Sasana and about something? What is your purpose in your future?
I'm supporting my master. He's a monk, and also going every day, supporting him, and then and supporting mean, you know, just cooking for food, support him, and the cleaning and do massage, and go for the medication pharmacy shop, go to the clinic, whatever I could have him. Even one person, I'm supporting it, Buddha Sasana. And also, not just supporting Sangha, but also living in with the Dharma as much as I can. It's supporting myself, my sadhana, my religion. It means my belief, my trust in the Buddhism. I think this is the most important. Even I might not donate too much, but I could practice the Dharma. The Dharma is much more important than Dana. So even as a live life, even I don't have money, but I could live with a good morality. I don't kill. I don't do any sexual harassment or anything. So with the fight Pansha Sila as a good person, it's also supporting Buddha sadhana. I appreciate myself as a Buddhist guy, as a lay person. So it means supporting Buddhism as a district ex-monk. I think it's no problem at all. Monk life or district life. I might not be susceptible like a Damastia Utilai or some super duper smart guy. I might not write any books for the religion, but I have to practice myself. This is the most important for me.
What do you think, and what is your message? Who are no relatives? Some people who change their uniform Buddhist monk robe.
Well, what is this?
I mean, what is your message? And
message?
Yes, your message, your comment, and who change their monk robe, but they are not related Buddhist monk and Buddhist society. Like they are like outside of our Buddhist society, like that.
Level of being. The level of being is totally different. Even all monks is not the same. Even it's not all monks not the same purpose. Even they are living the same temple, they might not have the same idea. But in Buddhism, sila pinyana sapana imasamay loke agamakai or sila samnya. It means that the morality and the thought, the idea should be the same. If he distrove, if he could not practice that way, if he doesn't want to continue that way, it's okay. But his level, we might not choose him, we might not give force him not to change his life. He know himself, his situation, whatever he is. Or maybe if he wants to change other religion, in the Chin land, some monks they went for the missionary. When he finished in the BA of Nangana Priyasi Sasana University, and then They married with the Chin Christian women, and then they come back to the Christianity, and they became pastor. So it's okay. Buddhism is the same. Buddha's teaching is the same. They could change, and they will die. And then people also can change Christian to Buddhism, Buddhism to Christian. They are living might not the same. It's not, typical stereotype. This is the freedom. That's why I told you before, Buddhism is the freedom. Liberation is the freedom. Not like a dictatorship. Buddha never told us that you have to be Buddhist. You have to follow me. You have to practice the way or what I teach you. Buddha never taught us. This is the way, cause and effective, causality theory, and then Four Noble Truth, Four Brahma Vihara. If you practice, it's good. If you don't practice, it's okay. Buddha never told anyone to become Buddhism, to practice and not to leave from the sadhana. No, this is not the idea of Buddhism.
Yes. So, what is your message or the max to live in a long time in the Buddha Sasana?
Live with the courage and learn by the Dhamma every day, even little, read, try to understand. Live with the courage. Live for yourself, for your liberation, not for others. And then you have to have your dignity. You have to well train yourself, called Seka, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, which is the most important. And then don't live with the guilty mind. If you feel guilty, if you give punishment yourself, it's not good for you. You will lose the happiness. You might not get the peaceful life as a monk. And then if you want to dissolve, you can dissolve. If you want to come back, you can come back. Just, clarify your mind. That's why Taseta Priyodapana. You have to clarify your mind. Don't make a mistake. Do good deeds. This is the most important. Even you are a lay person or monk, you will be a good person. That's the Buddha taught us the way very clear. So if we practice in that way, we don't need to know all about the Tipitaka. What we know is more than enough. But we have to follow and practice day-to-day life. Don't be ignore the Dharma.
Okay, continuously, how many time did you study English before you get past scholarship?
I don't have a good trainer, good teacher. My English is still very bad, but it's okay. I could communicate with the people what I want to talk. But if you are weak in listening, just try to listen. If you want to get the communication level, just try to understand the communication level. And then if you want to record yourself and then listen yourself, compare with the needed. Don't panic yourself. You were not born as English. You don't need to be as an English speaker. But you are a good learner. You want to know as extra. It's okay. But as much as you could, if you learn more, you will get more. If you practice more, you will get more. If you stop on and off long time, you stop it, you're doing it. If you don't have any background, you will lose it. And then you might not satisfy what you're doing. So whatever you do, continually, consistently doing it. So you will get it one day.
So, okay, just a moment ago, I hear from you that you get a scholarship. So your first scholarship is what? And did it about your first scholarship? detailed information, detailed data about your first scholarship?
It's a Christianity, Catholicism, theology, and interreligious dialogue.
I mean, you're preparing information,
So
your requirement document, and you're preparing information, preparing document list about your first scholarship to get your first scholarship.
yeah, I know some of the Christian priest and Christian deacon or the community. We are talking interreligious dialogue, and then trying to understand their culture and tradition and their theology, and then they encourage me and they introduce with me with the scholarship organization, and then they provide me to get the scholarship with their recommendation. So therefore I got it. I know some cardinal and then some bishop in Myanmar, the Christian community, and also Islamic community, and also Jewish community international, and the Hindu community. Not just only Buddhist community. I'm just popping up and touching the other culture and tradition, trying to listen how they feel, what is their insecurity, what is their challenge, what is their culture, belief, practice, goal, what is our goal and practice, what is it the same, how they understand acts, how do we understand them, is it the same or different? This is the subject. So what I learned is a social science.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much for your kindly answer to my question.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very complete answer. Oh, okay, bro, man. If you don't have any question from other, let me ask some question a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you started to learn English, for two reasons I heard in your speak. So you want to provide English language in the rural area, your village, right? Yeah, most of the men also have the kind of opinion and target to do like the same thing like you. Yeah, also they do this way, going back to their village and sporting children in the village with the English language. Yeah, they are doing. And then also other reason you want to learn, you started to learn English because that you are seeing the foreigner speak English in some of the Buddhist temple side, right? Yeah, like you, other men also have the kind of idea to learn English to win or to end the international platform to show their, how can I say, to show their dignity or personality, right? So until now you are on the international stage, international way, international ways. I see you are the beginning of journey on the international platform with the other some friends or you, but most of the friends stay behind, and no need to don't continue the international platform. But now you are still continuing, right? So what is your strong point, personality to join or to continue to join the international platform? And then also, what would be your advice or suggestions for to seek the opportunity seeker for the international platform?
If you think, go in the same way, you might not be tough. If you go in different way, different perspective, different area, even business, you will succeed. If you do it like some people open their tea shop, and then they also will do a tea shop, and they don't think about other shop. They might not think about the needs. They think about only wants. And the one tea shop is success, or they might think, oh, if I open the tea shop, I will succeed. Education also the same thing. Some people follow. If they're going that way, getting PhD, they were doing it, they will get a PhD. That's it. I'm not doing that way. Degree is not my purpose, not my goal. English language also not my goal. It's only vehicle to carry my goal, to my desire, my wish, to get the goal. My goal is to, as a Buddhist monk before, now as a lay person, as a Buddhist, to share the idea of Buddhism, and I have to continue in that way if they want to listen to me. Now people want to listen to me, even I disturb the international community, or I'm given some multiculturalism or religious pluralism or interfaith dialogue or dialogue method, or what I studied before. And then it's okay, I'm sharing what I know, not because of money, not because of position, but because of my, the interest, my, appreciation myself, the way what I'm doing it, looking for the happiness by doing it. This is the strong point in your question, what I have with the different with others. And continue what you want to do. Not the same way success of others. Find your success yourself. If you find yourself, you will satisfy what you're doing. People might not collapse you, appreciate you, but you appreciate yourself. That is the most important point. I'm, continue my way of life. Thank you.
Thank you for your answer. Please, Venerable. Please, okay. Venerable Warita, yeah, you can ask now question.
Unmute your mic.
Continue.
Okay. မင်္ဂလာပါဆရာတော်ဆရာတော်ဦးသုဒ္ဓ First of all, I need to introduce myself. My name is Walida. I'm also an IDBM student like you. Now I finished MA degree. The coming 21 this month, there will be a convocation ceremony. In our university, there's Mandala. I misunderstood. In my past size, I misunderstood. Stone joins in this group. Stone. I misunderstood. Don't get angry with me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You have experience monk life and human life also. So in monk life, you have learned the higher education, and also you have experience in abroad. You have an opportunity to go abroad, and also when you change, you are like as a human beings. You can earn so much money. You know how to live, as a human life easily. That is from my point of view. Mostly the monks who destroys do not know how to live in human the way of life or human being. human, yeah. So the people underestimate or look down the man who destroyed because they don't know how to live in manhood in the human life. So the question I want to ask is how do you want to suggest someone who want to destroy from the manhood, and then and also you have experience in monk life, so you have learned the higher education, you got degrees, and so how do you want to suggest the monks who are happy in the monk life? I have two questions.
Okay.
Bo Man.
Yes. Like I don't want to say other monks. I want to talk to you, only you and I. If you are happy, you have to satisfy who you are as a monk life. If you want to dissolve, I mean you, not other monk. Okay? So how you want to prepare to dissolve, to become lay life. So I think not purposely, you don't need to do it because you are using the way of as a monk life, having, taking, eating from the donation of other people who donate acts for liberation of sadhana, liberation of samsara. So I think if you want to dissolve, you have to learn one subject where to become skilled, like English or Korean, or to survive something. Or if you want to learn well as a taxi driver, you can survive. You don't need to worry about life. Many people don't have that skill. If you have that skill, it's okay. You will succeed. But don't purposely, using the benefit from the people. People, some monk, they live as a monk with the purpose that they were disturbed, and then they receive a lot of donation. They take a lot of money, like a Metta Shunshibida. And then, some monks also disturbed, taking on money, and then even they sell the temple, the monastery, for what? They take it, donation for the sadhana. I don't agree with them. Just distro with the courage. You can take your skill as a good person, good morality, good characteristic, people will help you. If you're a good person, the good people will help you. If you're a bad person, that bad community will help you too. How they will help you? If you are interested in doing bad, then you will associate with them, and then you can get a job. Even it's not good job, but you can survive with them. But don't take all benefit from the monkhood. That is, what I want to suggest. You, not others.
It is not as you. It's not easy as you say. So some monks who have a good morality, but they have difficulty in monkhood. The people don't have every good man. How do you answer?
The man like also, Bhikkhu, Bainam Batan Dari Didi Bhikkhu. It means that ascetic life. Man, if you think man is rich, it's not good. The man is poor, it's good. If you think a man is very handsome, like many women like him, it's not good. if he doesn't have any gear, it's good. You know? Do you know what I mean? As a monk, if you don't have these
Okay, I
things,
got it.
you are much better than others. If you are looking for some material, some luxurious thing, it's not good. Some they show off how they have a phone or how they have a monastery or car or money with their devotees and daughters. It's a shame. Shame on that. It's a shame. It's not meaning of a Buddhist monk. Buddhist monk should be ascetic life, not luxurious life. If they want to be rich like a lay, just to become lay. That's why we, state Sanstarvata Dukkha Mosnataya. It's a courage, it's a morality, it's a renounced. You might not agree with me, that is my understanding.
Yeah, I agree with you to some extent. Okay, whatever. This is my first experience speaking here, actually.
Me too.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
teacher.
now I am working. I'm checking the paper in the exam. Okay.
Thank you.
How to?
Okay, and then the times. People
Okay.
I would like
Okay.
to give some comment. Mr. Mandalar Bo Man, thank you very much for your coming and talking. Actually, my idea is to draw back the ace man to the community. We had the two kinds of attitude on ace man who disrobed. Suppose you spent manhood for 20 years, 10 years, or 20 years, there will be two attitude. Oh, Pandit Mandala, he spent done with that already. Why he disrobed? It's sorrowful. The one group is sorrowful. Okay, another group that Pandit Mandala, he served Sasana for 10 years. That's good. Now trying to stop serving the Sasana. My idea is a second group. So in this case, I would like to share my father message. I was novice. I became novice at the age of 7 years. So when I was near to truly ordained monk, my mother worried too much. Before they celebrate ordination ceremony, if I disrobe, they will be heartbroken. But fortunately, I can continue. And they always keep on watch on me. They worrying. My son was disrobed. My son was disrobed. After 10 years, my father always remind me that, okay, my son, trying to be monkhood, trying to maintain as a monk. But if you are not happy, if you disrobe, we will be sorry, surely. But if you are not happy, don't do wrong thing as a monk. Even though we are sorry if you disrobe, if you are not happy, don't do wrong thing. Please come and disrobe to the society. My father always open for like this. So in this 8 months, I cannot my friend disrobe and they stay quietly, steadily. They don't come to the community. So when I saw you post, you disrobe, wow. So no, one of my friends also disrobe. Okay, I just keep on watch you trying to show us how to praise. Okay, good. I also want to draw back the ace monk to the community, because the ace monk also can contribute many things. No? So my papa also invited you to this group also, that to draw back our ace monk. And when you get vision, my idea is that most of the theology, they now agree to study English as a as a monk, because they worry if he can speak English, he will destroy surely. The most of the theology worry about that, but I also not agree such a thing. Person maybe support you, maybe they you careful, encourage, give encouragement this road. If you are not able to speak English, maybe it's very hard to disrupt, no? In this case, theology's idea also rise in some way. In this case, I thought that. Another point is that suppose one monk, he had the idea to disrupt in near future, like you said moment ago, but he don't collect some donation, just his idea studying some skill, like language or some other job career, other, how to say, vocational training as a monk. But he stay as a more, even inside his idea. And near future, he will disrupt. But right now, he study like secular affair, secular job, secular skillful. In this case, how do you think such a monk is morally right or not?
You know, I'm not perfect good person in my life. So I just study here certificate 3 for my master, because one day you will need my help as assistant, as a carer. That's why I practice it. And then with the certificate, now I survive in Australia. I'm still supporting him, but not with the purpose to destroy my life. You know, I got a problem with the community. The community doesn't allow me to live there because of the purpose of the house, the rate, the credits, you know, many things. The community, their agreement or disagreement, many things. So compared with my situation, I don't know the others. You know, they have their own level, and they have their own limit, and they have their own situation. So if I'm well in Myanmar, I might not disrobe.
Yeah.
So if I'm well in Australia as a asylum seeker, you know, for my future, I will be Australian. As a monk, our master, you know, your master, Sarah Upinyawa are also doing the same thing. You know, talking with people, disagreement. And the government also disagree not to do it. But he was lucky or unlucky. Lucky mean he doesn't need to continue to do job because he got, you know, liver diseases, chain transfer liver. And also he was, you know, lucky not to do job because of that. So I'm still young. I need to do job. If I do job, the community doesn't, you know, donate foods. So they don't agree with me because I'm still young. If I want to walk, I should disturb. If I live as a monk, don't go out, live in the temple. And this is still, I agree, disagree into the community. So your friends, he will disturb with the purpose. Here's a learning secular subject or something like that. It's okay. Learning is not like stealing or receiving money.
Yeah.
You know, this is his choice. You know, it's a moral. It's a mind. But I think also same moral. No one knows. Only he knows himself. If he satisfies himself, it's okay. Take it, do it. But you know what I learned from my master, from my community, from my attitude, I don't accept myself. It harm myself. So I don't want to do that. That is my choice.
Thank you.
Thank you for your invitation, you know, to talk to your audience. You know, openly I say it's hard to listen what I talk or what I see in my life, my situation. Only I know myself.
Yeah.
No one knows me. People mostly hate others, really don't understand their situation. If they understand, they might not hate. If you want to hate, you have to try to understand that.
Yeah, there's a question for you too. You can explain. I know not exactly, but something is he must do in this way. I guess. I try to invite Ace Monk, Mozo Ace Monk. I try to invite Dhamma. He doesn't stay aside yet. I try to another Ace Monk too.
Yeah, I will talk with the Dhamma Ganga about the monastic life and the challenge, the education, the society, the path, the future. You know that people should know about the real situation in the monastic life. But the young generation, they might not understand the difficulty, the challenge that the monkhood also faces difficulty in these days in Myanmar. Yeah, I totally understand the situation as a monk. Many of my friends, still had connection. I still listen. They are suffering.
Yeah. Yeah, it's much better disrobing than the being as a monk immorally, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
we
should.
study already, no?
Yeah.
In Monday, we should conclude. If someone want to talk or someone want to ask?
Yeah, Mandalar Bo Man. So let me ask a final question a little bit. Speaking of the monastery life, right? They are in the monastery. The monastic life. There are a lot. There are some monks who are seeking the international platform, right? So, but in our monastery life, as you discussed earlier, about let's talk about their personality, maybe attitude and knowledge, right? So let's say okay, let's say narrow, how could I say, narrow view, right? Like we are the best, we are the best of best, right? We are the best of best. Is that right? So they think, and although yes, we always assert ourselves, even though we don't accept other different group, different skill, right? And even in the Buddhism, and about the knowledge. Okay, yeah, we may say we have a narrow knowledge, because we know only, let's say we know only the Buddhism, right? We know only the Buddhism. Only the Buddhism, only the Theravada Buddhism, right? We don't have other, wide knowledge. So about the attitude and knowledge. So for the international, seeker opportunity. So what should they practice themselves to enter the international international stage, international floor?
Yeah, when I was young, the Pisotara monastery in Muyua, the Sayadaw is a really typical monk. And then his motto is very simple, very clear, crystal clear. Anytime Shijayami, and the way of living should be old style. It means like previous monk how they well, how they practice their day-to-day life. ပညာရေးခေတ်မီရမယ် We have to understand the modern education. So education, we have to open our heart, our mind, our eyes. We have to see globally and locally. And then our practice should be as much as possible as a yahanda or our way of life, sacrificed. Don't forget their identity, Bhikkhu or Tamana. Don't compare with their luxurious lives. Don't blame or argue with the people who don't agree with that. This is the most important. If we have a good guidance and good education, international platform is just only normal. But the Buddhist platform is the most higher. But with the wisdom, don't put ourselves in the superior place. They were put at superior place with our morality, dignity, and attitudes. So we can survive, we can live, we can maintain our institution, Theravada institution with the dignity, higher education, and open mindset, global view. So we have to understand each other, working together hand in hand with the good hope, good anticipation for our future, for day-to-day life. Even you live today, you have to be a good person today. Don't think about for long future. You will be boring. I don't think of my future in Australia as a lead life, as a man like. Just see in a short way, but do good thing in a short way. So it would help us our mental health and mentally strong, not being lonely or being boring. So continue our way of life as a monk and then see globally, global education. Listen carefully, we can learn in the direct or indirect way in a formal or informal, non-formal education. We can learn YouTube or anything from documentary or some education, not from the university, not from the master, from the book or from the YouTube or from day-to-day life. But we have to ask ourselves, if you learn in the university, you can get the degree. But if you learn yourself, the wisdom can carry on the whole life. And you can share your real understanding, not from the book, what you read. That is a real education. This is the global platform. This is right now and for the future too. Thank you so much for your key attention and also asking question with the patient, even though you might not agree my idea, I might not agree my idea too. So we'll go hand in hand. That is the most important. We have freedom not to agree all subjects. We have to accept it. That's why freedom of thinking, freedom of religion, freedom of thought. Not because of our thoughts and our belief and our idea, our understanding can block our way of life. We are touching the liberation, Vimukti Sukha, Vimukti Rata in our day-to-day life.
Okay, thank you for your sharing. Yeah, you share a lot. Yeah, I hope all of the audience also have something from you for tonight. So yeah, I got some lot of things from your from your speak. So tell the message from you that I got tonight, and then we will close our ceremony. Yeah? You in your speak, you talk very good, right? Other people may gossip you, never gossip yourself, right? So this is a good point, and also live with the courage. Yeah, this is also good point. Live with the courage. Yeah, we choose what we are, right? We choose what we are. We continue what we are. Yeah, we must responsibility ourselves, right? And then also the last thing, our lifestyle should be old type, but our education should be modernized, right? So be educated, be educated. Okay, so that's why I would like to ask all of the audience with brothers. So according to his suggestions, be educated, and to open our heart, our mind, and our eyes. So then global fall will be yours. So okay. So thank you for all of the participants and also speaker and organizer, our both vulnerable theater. So let's conclude our section with the reciting Buddha Sasana Siddha Data do 3 times. Buddha Sasana
Buddha Sasana,
Siddha
Buddha
Buddha Sasana
Sasana, Buddha Sasana, Data do, Tuta.